Hello, my loves. Welcome to my makeup channel. This was just to go to Target and also to film for tonight, the Q&A that I later did. So first I do sunscreen, my Trader Joe's sunscreen, and then I go in with my brow products. I have a lot of anxiety and this is my time to really just relax. So I'm a little excessive sometimes with things. I don't always need as many products as I have, but it's just real fun for me. So by the way, also, I know the lighting isn't great here. I filmed a beach day makeup tutorial a couple of days before this that also has the same kind of lighting situation. You will see better lighting at the end, and in the future I'll make sure to have full natural lighting on me. My desk is in an awkward space, but I'll definitely change it because I want it to be the best it can be for you guys. So I take my Wet n Wild brow pencil, and what I do is I push it this is like a lighter, it's like a medium brown. I have a darker brown that I use for the ends of my brows, but I just glide this on. I really just fill in the gaps that are in between the brow hairs in the center of it to lay that color down. Then I use my Wet n Wild Brow Sessive Gel, which I'm not a fan of. This was $4, maybe $5, so I was like, I have to try that. The e.l.f. $3 one I'd prefer. It did feel a little crunchy on my brows, but I never lost my brows from it, and you can always, I think, control how much, I'm not a fan of this, how much of the e.l.f. clear gel that you use. So I prefer that, and I also prefer the NYX Brow Glue, but that one was $10, which is why I tried this one. And the Maybelline Tattoo Studio one I think is good. I think that's what it's called. But that one also has opaque packaging, and that one's opaque product. I prefer a clear brow gel. And the last product in my brow routine is the e.l.f. pomade, and I use the Wet n Wild eyeliner brush, and I have to say, Wet n Wild eyeliner brushes and their eyeshadow brushes are my favorite for drugstore cheap brushes. They're just $1. They're really great. Their face brushes I would not recommend personally, because the face brushes get scratchy quickly, and once you have a scratchy face brush, it's not comfortable and also just doesn't apply evenly. So yeah, I'm sorry, there's gonna be parts where you can kind of not see what I'm doing, but I'll try to explain. It's a very pigmented pomade, very pigmented. So I do a light tap into it, and it's like a dark brown one. I'm kind of preferring the dark brow look right now for my face, so that's what I used. And I forgot to say that the Brow Sessive Wet n Wild Gel 2, that one's just, it doesn't feel like it has any product on it when I use it, and I already feel like it's not even dried up, but just didn't have much product. So I have very, very dry skin, unfortunately. It sucks everything up like a sponge. I can slug my face, and 5 minutes later it's dry again. So under my eyes, I make sure to add Maybelline Baby Skin. It's a fine line between priming enough and then priming too much and having everything mess up. So I don't prime past my sunscreen. I just use the Maybelline Baby Skin under my eyes, and then I also use that at night if I'm not wearing sunscreen. And I love the way this fills out my under eyes. If you're like me and you have dry under eyes too, when you put on concealer, it usually thins out, and it's you're dragging it across your under eyes, which is uncomfortable and unpleasant. So yeah, I love my baby skin. I really hate saying that. That just sounds ridiculous. And then we go to my face, and every time I look at this concealer and this foundation, I don't know if I wore the foundation in this video. I think I did a little bit of it. It's the Sephora Best Skin Ever, and oh my god, I love it. I used to use Tarte Shape Tape, but I have beef with that concealer because it did last me a long time, and it is a great formula, the Tarte Shape Tape, but they have different shades that are the same name, and they're matte and creamy formula. So I accidentally got the matte formula, and I'm basically using an orange concealer for way too long. I still have it. I might show you sometime. But when I tried Best Skin Ever, it really did change everything for me. Sephora's got some hits on the Sephora collection line. So I have, and the shade matches, so I have the same shade concealer and foundation, and they're a reasonable mid-range price. I will say Tarte Shape Tape does have, whatchamacallit, it is a little thicker and has more product that comes out, which back in a couple summers ago, I would literally use this to my Shape Tape, and then that would be enough to smear all over my face. But I still, I think, prefer this one, although the heart shaped tape really was an amazing one. But I just, the price of it, and also problems I have with Tarte, there's so much to you guys. Like, I've been watching YouTube drama for a while. Tarte did a thing with shape tape that I had forgotten about where they literally just, had like no shades for medium and deep skinned women, and it was like actually horrific. And they even sent black influencers shades that were too light for them because those were the darkest shades. Like just like things like that. And also I'm pretty sure, sorry, I'm like blabbing. I'm pretty sure that they have like they reformulated the blushes, they said, but they're like classic blushes, but I think the products were smaller for the same price, and that's just like not cool. Shrinkflation is a devil. But yeah, I just use a little bit more foundation, just, you know, in all these places. And I think in a second I'm gonna add some setting spray, if I remember correctly. I hope you guys don't mind me blabbing. I mean, like, that's kind of, I feel like part of what, like, makeup tutorials is just, like, hearing someone blab while they put on makeup, and that's the vibe. Because something else I want to say, okay, this is the Makeup Revolution Dew Glow Setting Spray. At first I really liked it, and I do think it's cool, but like it says it has shimmer particles, which I didn't notice when I first bought it. And you can see, I don't know if you can see here, but like I can see when I look at it at the bottom, there's like some like light brown sediment that's like the glitter, and it's fine. But like one time I got in my eyes and it like stung, and that was really uncomfortable, and I had to like get cotton pads. And also it just has a fragrance, which I don't like fragrances in my skincare or my face care. Like that like scares me as someone with sensitive skin. So yeah, it smells like coconut. It smells nice. It's a really pretty thing, but I prefer the Rare Beauty setting spray. That one is just expensive. Selena. ¿Por qué? Also, a couple of things I want to like let you guys know about that have been like really like blowing my mind lately. Check the sizes of things at the drugstore before you purchase them. Because for example, there was an e.l.f. Setting powder. Was it an e.l.f. one or was it a Morphe? I think both. There was like the pink setting powder, and I was gonna get it because it was only $8 versus the $35 like Patrick Star one. Or it's like One Size Beauty, but it's by Patrick Star. Oh my gosh, I'm blabbing. And okay, so I'll be quick, but that one's like $30, and literally it's like 4 times the product or something. Like, and I know the drugstore stuff can be really great, especially like Dollar Tree things too can be great because it's smaller amounts. Maybe you don't need a big amount at one time and you can't afford a big amount, but I think it's something to think about. And people are also like, wow, Tower 28 at Sephora is like so much more affordable. It's only $16. But it has way less product than like a $25 or like even like a little less than $25 Fenty one. Okay, it's my brand. Speaking of Fenty, yeah, I had their they have this like amber contour that's like, I realize it's way too warm. This is the e.l.f. Halo Glow Contour. It's a dupe of the Charlotte Tilbury one. I think it's pretty great. I prefer it for days when I'm going for something really dewy and I want bronzer and contour, because this one's, it has a bit of that like bronzy warmth, but it is still definitely cool toned, and I really dig it. I forgot to show you my nose contour in this video, but on days when I really want like that cool tone contour and a cool tone blush and just something like that, and I don't want to wear bronzer, I love, love, love the Sephora Collection contour. It's really, really incredible. And if you're a pale girl who's been looking for an actual gray contour, that one's perfect. But my e.l.f. one is really great for when I just want that like dewy look. I just think it's like a really nice finish. It's just kind of hard to control on the nose, and that's like the biggest challenge. I want to start using beauty blenders, but I don't know. Sponges are always, I've never been good at using sponges. I feel like they're just a good product, and I don't know what to do with them. So I put that under my nose, on the sides of my nose, and then I also do it on the sides of my eyes to contour my face like that too. I've got like a chubby little face. I got like, you know, like full cheeks because I'm young. And sometimes I feel like the structure of my face, that I do have a structure to it, but it kind of gets lost in the fat sometimes. So nothing wrong with being fat, to be clear, but just like, you know, for purposes of makeup and like photographs, I'd like there to be a little more structure that you can see. And to be clear, I do love chubby cheeks, and I promise on everything that when I blow up and get rich and famous, I will not get I will not get buccal fat removal. That would be insane. So then I used the ColourPop Party Proof primer on my eyes. I don't know, man. I used to use the Urban Decay one, which actually lasted me a long time, and that one was really great, and I could see it on my eyes. I can't really see the ColourPop one on my eyes, but I haven't had creasing, and I usually do have creasing, so I guess it works. It just like every time I wear it, I'm like, is this even doing anything? But I guess it is. I don't know. Then I use the NARS liquid blush in the shade. The shade. You know the shade. I'm not going to say it because YouTube would not be happy. Yeah, I'm freaking out here because it's real pigmented. The packaging's awful, which is a shame because this is one of my favorite blush shades. I'm going to be wearing it more because I literally didn't touch it for a year because the packaging was that bad. And I thought it low-key expired. And I was just like, I just want to keep it there because I paid too much for it. But yeah, here's the problem with me and blush is that, again, I'm going to say this again, so many times I have pale skin and like literally just a little bit goes like a really far away, but I do not like to waste my products. I am a stingy bitch. I'll be really weird. Like I will literally eat like $1 ramen for dinner and like nothing else, which is not good, but I will like do that for dinner because I'm like broke. I want to save money, and then I will buy like this expensive ass blush. I bought this blush a couple years ago, but you know what I mean. Like my priorities are pretty whack. And I mean nothing else besides ramen. I just mean for dinner. Please, please, please eat. I do eat 3 full meals a day. Thank you very much. And I work at a restaurant where I stock up on food because fuck yeah. Anyways, so that's the blush. It's so gorgeous. It's like a really nice like summery look. I guess that was the vibe. What the fuck am I doing? I was like, what am I doing? Oh, what is that? Oh, it's my one size setting powder that I was telling you about. This is interesting. So it's in the shade Ultra Pink, and honestly, the real fun of it is just putting some pink powder on your face. I will say, I was like really shocked when I first saw this on my face at a Sephora. Like when I didn't use it at a Sephora, but like I walked into a Sephora and I was wearing it, and boy oh boy, I'm glad that I moved to a different place because my old room was so dim that I just look different in real life. But like sometimes like doing your makeup in dim ass light with just a lamp hits different. Using the e.l.f. Halo Glow Powder Puff. And I'm putting that on the under eyes. Anyways, the reason I was shocked is because it's like real pink. It's like, it turns peachy. And I have cool tone skin. So like, nah, that wasn't me or my foundation. That was just this product, which is a shame. And it's also, people say it's super drying. It is pretty damn drying. It will cling to spots on your like primer if you're not careful on the under eyes. But it's another reason why I prime my under eyes a lot. Even this day, like it like clung to patches. I definitely will not repurchase this. But I didn't want to return it either because I do think that like it has this like softening effect that's like how do I say how do you say it like helps like when you have like pink products. I don't know, it does this nice thing where it brings all the pink together and it just kind of it's just extra pink. Like sometimes it's just fun, and sometimes you don't want that like super brightened under eye. I feel like so it helps soften that, and I definitely think it kind of elevates the look to a degree, but just I think the cons slightly outweigh the pros in terms of repurchasing. But I do like it as an option. I just do not like it on my forehead. I don't think I did powder today on this day, but I usually use the Rimmel Stay Matte setting powder, and I fucking adore that shit. I think that shit's really amazing. I use the transparent one or whatever, translucent, and that's been a go-to since like high school, so I love that. Then I'm taking my beloved Wet n Wild blush, a brush of Goose. I'm taking this BH Cosmetics Mimosa palette. I don't even know. I think BH Cosmetics is still around, but some of you youngins probably don't remember as much as I do. It was the shit in like 2015, 16. They had this like palette that looked like the solar system that Shan XO loved. I fucking love Shan XO. I'm taking this white shade and putting it all over my eyes. I was just really surprised because this was on sale a couple years ago at Ulta for like a cheap amount. I thought it was going to kind of suck, but I was like, I just wanted some like oranges and yellows and pinks for when I really wanted those. But this palette's honestly so amazing. I don't think there's any duds, maybe like 1 or 2, but it's a really, really great palette. So then my favorite step, and I have like 20 favorite steps, so, take with that what you will. It's the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil. There's a Wet n Wild one too that's a couple of bucks cheaper, and I think they're both really good, but I do think I prefer the NYX one because the Wet n Wild packaging sucks. That's how it be sometimes. I put this in my inner corners. Yeah, sometimes I put it on my brow bone too. I didn't do it this day because I wanted more of a dewy look, and on my brow bones it looks icier, so Not this day, but I do love using it with an icy look too. And then I drag it, usually I just do it in like slightly my inner corner, but for this look, I brought it more to like the center of my eyelids, and then I took my Maybelline eyeshadow. I think it's in the shade Vanilla. And it's just it's a matte white with a little bit of sparkle. I cannot recommend this enough, you guys. I adore this like gorgeous, like dusty. I laughed because I dug my finger into it and I was like, I'm not wasting that. I'm not wasting that. It just makes you look so ethereal and it catches the light so beautifully. And I highly recommend for shades like this, like highly recommend you use that jumbo eye pencil as a base, because just that cream will like help it pop and also stay put, because otherwise shit might fade and it's just not fun when the pop of white fades. So yeah, I really adore that one. I think it kind of looks like ballet inspired. I am also stalling for time. Yeah, okay, Layla, we get it. You think you're pretty. Like, you can stop making those faces. Oh, you're so cute. Anyways, except, yeah, I was like, should I put on my brow bone? No, I don't think so. And then I think I kind of had my little epiphany, because I really like taking this white shade and then having a little bit of brown on the outer part of my face, like a light tan brown. I figured that out a couple weeks ago. I also love that with like an over bronzed look. I do love me a good over bronzed look here and there. I'm tapping back again into the Mimosa palette. Kind of a weird look because I went for like a more cool tone blush with more warm tone eyeshadow, but it kind of worked because the NARS blush I use has like some gold reflex in it. So yeah, I'm just blending that all together. I have a confession to make as someone who like loves eyeshadow, because my friend doesn't wear eyeshadow and I'm like, how the fuck? Like, I think it's actually my favorite part of, well, I don't even know anymore. I just love doing makeup. But even though I love doing eyeshadow, I don't have many eyeshadow brushes. Like, I literally have 2 of these fluffy brushes, and then I have a compact one, but I use that for my nose contour because it's just so dense and small. I just don't feel like the dense brushes and stuff, I don't feel like they do the job, or that they blend as well. I think that they're kind of like, they pack the color and then it's hard to blend out. I think especially for fair skin, but honestly for anyone. Okay, here, oh, lovely face. I'm just taking this, clean brush. Not really clean, but it's like nothing's on it. And I'm just wiping off the one size setting powder. I always call Patrick Star because I know Patrick Star. I don't know him, but like that's his channel and then that's his brand. For brushes, I just recommend starting off like really softly, because it's easier to add than it is to take off, for sure. For powder, for eyeshadow, you can definitely take something like a setting powder or like a light shadow and use that to kind of clear things out, but it's just kind of hard. I just prefer to start light, because that way you don't end up getting like a smoky eye. Because I don't know if you're like me, but like so many times I've been like, I'm just gonna do something really light and faint and subtle, and then it ends up being smoky eye, and then I'm like, okay, but that's not what I wanted. Then I went into my Natasha Denona palette. I know it's an expensive palette. I've had it for a couple years. I got it when I worked in the service industry and I made $40 in tips on top of my wage. So I am a broke bitch. I'm not lying to you. I will never go buy Natasha Denona again until I'm rich and famous. But anyways, this is like a cool tone palette that I honestly adore so much. I'm always so happy when I open this palette. It's well loved. And I took this like nude mauve shade. It's called Nude Mauve. And I put that just in the, I put that in like the crease, outer crease, and also blended it along my contour to add some depth to it. Cool tone colors are what add depth. So I definitely recommend that. I feel like people who contour with like warm tone colors, I don't know. I don't think that really works. I think sometimes it's just like really good lighting and stuff. Because sometimes on TikTok people just take bronzer and they do for everything. And I'm like, maybe it works for the skin tone. Anyways, they have these gorgeous, gorgeous shimmer shades in this palette, like absolutely stunning. And so I'm just putting that all over my nose, on my brow bone. I love the shimmers in the Mimosa palette too, but those are like really warm and really strong. I think maybe I used a tiny bit of it, but I just wanted to keep it pretty soft here. And while passing the looks for our stuff, let me know what you think of this format, honestly. Maybe like comment like pineapple if you made it this far, because I'm very curious. So I don't know if people like this format, because I really wish I could just talk and do the tutorial, but honestly, like, That makes me so much slower, and I really like to have something on while I do makeup. It's just like my comfy, cozy time. So this is the part I think where I decided to go in. What did I do here? I'm trying to see my recording things up here. Oh yeah, I took this fan brush. For so long I did not understand. Oh, I forgot to say, I use Real Techniques face brushes. Those are the best for face. I really couldn't recommend anything else to you. They're not super cheap, but they are, I'd say, generally affordable, and they're definitely worth investing in. I didn't think fan brushes, and I've been using Real Techniques since literally high school, and I really, really adore them. I think they're great quality. So I didn't think fan brushes were that great, to be honest. I was always like, I didn't even use them. I was so skeptical of them. But I think they're actually really, really wonderful. It's because I thought they weren't concentrated enough because they're so like light, but they still do have enough of a density where they get that glitter on you. You can see how that's affecting my face. So I also added Blossom Glow by Wet n Wild on top of it because I got that during COVID, like years ago, and I haven't even I've barely made a dent. I'm not close to hitting pan on it, and I'm like, I want to keep using it before it expires. I do love to layer highlights. I'm telling you, I can't just wear one blush. I mean, today I did, but I usually can't just wear one blush. I can't just wear one eyeshadow. I can't just wear one brow product or lip product or anything. Oh, I remember this part. This was traumatizing. So I am great at doing eyeliner. I really am. But in this one, I was like, oh, they need to see it. And I just ended up fucking it up so much. But I guess you can learn some stuff from this eyeliner situation. So I'm using the Wet n Wild, not the Wet n Wild, but the e.l.f. eyeliner. It's $2.50 when you buy it in a pack of 2, because then it's like $5 for 2 of them. Really great. It's like an inkwell thing. So yeah. Oh, you're going to make it frustrated. So what I do is I use the inkwell, and then I get a little of the product off because it always has too much product. And then I put it on the outer V first and the outer half of my eye, because that's where the thickest part is. And then at that point I've diluted enough of the product off the brush where it's thin enough for me to go into my inner corner and then do a wing. And then usually by the time I get to the wing, it's barely any product, so then I dip in again slightly and I fill in from the outer corner of my eye to the wing. Now inkwell, yeah, I literally tried to show y'all, and that's what I get. That's what I get for being a great YouTuber. Everybody loves a good, pen, felt tip pen, eyeliner. But the problem with those is that, they dry up real fast because it dispenses from, the top and stuff. Okay, Layla, do what you're doing. And also, they're just more expensive to me. I never found a good, actually affordable one. There's the Maybelline Hyper Easy is I think that's what it's called, Hyper Easy. It's such a good eyeliner. I really love the brush on that one, but that's a brush or felt tip. And that one's $10. Who the fuck has $10 for fucking eyeliner these days? So if you can get used to inkwells, they're a learning curve, but from e.l.f. and Wet n Wild, it's literally $3 to $4, and it will really change your life because these also last such a long time. They always have some sort of weird ass fray, but it's totally worth it. And I'm a girl who gets compliments on her liner, so I definitely recommend investing in that. And oh yeah, so here's my tips for fixing fucked up eyeliner. Q-tips are a must-have for anything beauty. They're just so multi-purpose, and actually Target has this new brand called Dealworthy. That's you can literally get 300 of these pink Q-tips for $1, which is actually bananas. I've used them in my ears, and you're not supposed to, but I've used them in my ears, and personally they've worked great for me. I use them to clean around my ears and stuff, and they're great. I obviously use them on my eyes here. Sometimes I lick, and then sometimes I just also just wait for something to dry, and then I just kind of dab it off. I also really love them for when mascara gets on my lids, because that always fucking happens. Then I took a little of the Wet n Wild one there, and I stamped it on the inner corner of my eye just to really make that pop, because I felt like it was maybe fading a little bit, or just not as not super pigmented when I first put it on. And then what am I doing next? Yeah, the problem with the Wet n Wild packaging is that I remember it didn't satisfyingly click on the cap, didn't satisfyingly push on. So I kept pushing, and then I accidentally pushed too much, and it literally smushed all the product. And I'm I feel the next one, it just stops you. It doesn't let you keep going further. Yeah. So I'm going to take this Makeup Revolution setting spray again, especially as someone with wet and dry skin, moisturizing frequently, especially I do it one more time before I do mascara, and then after I do mascara I wait a few minutes and do it again.
it just like melts it all together, which is so important. And it just like keeps you moisturized. It just feels good. Have that all on your face. I do also love doing country accents. That's another fun, cute, little quirky thing about me. But every time I spray this setting spray, even though I think it is solid, every time I spray the setting spray, I think of my Rare Beauty one that just like sits here. I still have half of it left. I love it so much. It's crack. Like I might just like get that as a little treat to myself because I've been doing a lot better with my spending, and I feel like it's my little treat. Okay, now I tried to do the mascara for you. It's the e.l.f. Lash It Loud mascara. I tried their extender one, the tubing one, and I returned it. I told them it was used. Like, they're just going to throw it away, unfortunately. But I returned it to Target because it really didn't do shit for anything. It didn't do much lengthening. It didn't do, like, really any volumizing. What was I looking at there? Didn't do any volumizing, and okay, I was like breathing here. And it just like, it wasn't like so much easier to take off because the whole appeal is that it's like great to take off. And it wasn't. Like, it was just such a normal mascara removal experience. So yeah, the Lash It Loud though, I've been really digging. So I got it for $3 because I worked at Old Navy, and you can get half off e.l.f. products when we, like, as an employee. The products that we sell there anyways. So I got this for $3, but honestly, for the whole $6, I'd still get this. I actually like am really, really enjoying it, which is a relief because I used to use the Essence $5 Lash Princess, and $5 is hard to beat. But the big problem with the false effect e.l.f. Essence mascara is that there was so much product that got onto your lashes that for 3 days I'd have like smudges. Like, I still get a little bit of a smudge after I use my e.l.f. one. Like, I feel like that's kind of inevitable. You're gonna wake up with a little bit of a smudge, a little bit of mascara that didn't come off. That's normal. But this one, it's really like way much better of a removal experience. But the mascara is really great layering, and I really love the way it looks. I used to do the all over my bottom and upper lashes, but I actually like hate bottom lash mascara on me. It doesn't look right. If you think like it looks weird on you, or maybe you just want to test it out, I'd try to see what you look like without lower lash mascara because it might change your life like it changed mine. Red Bull, of course. I definitely recommend experimenting with the different like mascara applications. Because you might just think like, oh, you just coat all your lashes and that's like the best look. But for me, I love doing on the outer lashes and not the inner ones. I really love the way it frames my face. Because again, I feel like the shape of my face gets like lost in photos. Then I'm looking for lipsticks. Also, just side note, people are always like, oh my gosh, my energy drinks are horrible for you. And like, yeah, they are. But I swear to God, when I was like super sick a few weeks ago, like I was just feeling fucking awful. I had energy drinks every day because I needed that to like not die. And I really do believe that it was all the nutrients and like the 1000% B12 that helped me. I'm not a licensed anything. That is my opinion. I'm taking my MAC lip liner in the shade Whirl and putting that around my lips. And I think a little on my lips too. This is a classic lip liner. I'll always love her, but now I'm more into like darker lip liners and more pigmented ones on my lips. But this one I just was like, okay, whatever, I'll use Whirl because I should really start using Whirl more. And also I will say this is not like tiny because it's been like finished a lot. I just like stepped on it one day and that's why. What's that? Oh yeah, okay, so I lined with Whirl and then I used Glossier Ultra Lip in the shade Villa. I also got it recently in the shade Ember. I thought I really liked this formula, but when I tried Ember, I don't know. Sometimes things are different for different colors. Ember is a darker one. Ember like really like pills and like balls up on the lips so quickly. This one I think is okay though. I think it's a really nice like soft, pretty formula. I think it does blend into your natural lip shade well, and I like this shade a lot because it's like brown, but it's like a little pinky. So if I don't want something that's just like straight like a vampy brown or like a nude brown, but I don't want like a bright pink on my lips because all pinks look kind of bright on me, this is a really great shade. What am I doing now? Oh my goodness. I always have something I'm doing. Okay. I do not know which shade. I think that I might be darkening it up a little bit with, oh yeah. I'm darkening it up with my lip liner in the shade, is that Cold Brew? Yeah. No, it's in the shade Club Hopper. And that's the part where I check my lip liner because half the time I accidentally put on the Copenhagen lip liner I have. It's the NYX Suede Matte lip liner, and it's the best formula. I wish they had more colors that I love. They have a few I love. I also love Whipped Caviar. Oh, we're almost done. But I wish they'd make more in the formula because I love NYX lip liners. Do you see how pretty I look? I look so good. You'll see better lighting in a second. It's interesting because I usually like to have like I like dewy, but I like to have like matte blushes on my face and stuff, and I use different eyeshadows usually. So maybe I'll show you a more regular look. But I don't know. I was just feeling really summery on this day. That's the whole look up close. You can see my slightly unblended contour. Again, I forgot to do my nose contour, so like an actual nose contour. So just know it's a Sephora collection one with an e.l.f. compact brush. My outfit, strawberry shortcake thing from Target, and I think Hello Kitty Friends sweatpants my friend gave me because they were too big for him or too small for him from Target. Again, I love you. Thanks for watching. Bye.